You know, if a mentor's nervous, I would say, first of all, welcome to the club, okay? That's a normal reaction and response, because things are gonna be different and they are gonna feel different. So if you're feeling a little bit nervous about it, you're in good company with everybody else.
Middle schoolers definitely have a reputation of being really challenging, hard people to work with. And what do I expect? How am I gonna relate? What's gonna happen when we meet?
Just wondering, you know, is like Robert really gonna wanna, I mean, does he really wanna continue to spend time with me? I mean, it was one thing in elementary school, but now he's around all of his buddies.
That overwhelmingly, our mentors have had a much easier time connecting with their student than they anticipated.
If you're nervous about any part of working with a young person in middle school, I don't necessarily think you need to be. I think that you overcome those fears within a matter of minutes. And so I guess if you could just disconnect yourself from the fears for 5 minutes and just get that 5 minutes, just get that 300 seconds in with that child, I think that those will already be gone at that point.
I've been most surprised about the openness of the middle schoolers that are involved in Kids Hope Next to be a part of Kids Hope Next.
I think really it's just about the courage of just going for it, you know. And I think it's about us just being comfortable in our own skin and showing up, coming and spending time with the student.
I see so many different students coming up and you know, not giving hugs, not going that route, but high fives, knuckle bumps, huge smiles. You know, a smile says 1,000 words.
When I talk to some of our students, mentees that are in that mentor-mentee relationship through Kids Hope Next, they're sharing with me all the different things that they're doing, and I can tell it's shaping their thinking. And they would never, they don't ever have the words to put that, to put that into a sentence, to be able to say, you know, this is what I got from my relationship with them. I don't know if they'd even want to admit to that at all, just because of the fact that they are kind of considering themselves autonomous and on their own at this point.
I think the really awesome opportunity that awaits a next mentor in deciding if they want to go forward is you have an opportunity to walk with a child who is not a relative, who is not your own child. You have a relationship with a student and you're able to follow them into adulthood. You can help them move from childhood to adolescence and beyond. And I think that that's a beautiful thing.
I mean, truly, it really is just simply about being interested in him, being interested in the things that he's interested in.
Having a mentor, having someone that that they can maybe relate to and look up to, and just someone who's there consistently with them, and someone who will meet with them every week and tell them, I care about you and I think you're good at things and I support you when you want to try new things, and I'm here for you as you figure out who you are. I think that's really valuable. And
I'm just amazed at how much it seems to mean to him that I show up each week.
Expect for them to surprise you in ways that maybe you don't always give them enough credit for, because they're 11 or 12 years old and in 6th grade, and sometimes we think we know it all, but just expect to have them teach you things that you knew nothing about.
And I found that, you know, just showing up, how important that is, and in terms of not just showing up like physically, but you know, really being fully present to him in that time and taking interest in the things that he's interested in.
I just know for me, with my student, when we talk about what's going on in our lives, we talk about what's going on in her life and things that she's excited about or worried about. And now we also talk about things that are going on in my life, you know, what I'm excited about and what I'm worried about. And she's my friend, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's, again, the relationship of, I think of Gary, who said to us, you know, we've gone from being friends, or, you know, me being his mentor, to being, I feel like we're best friends. You know, and you kind of look at that and go, really? But he's like, we just sit there and crack up and laugh and play games. And, you know, he says, teachers walk by and I think they probably think, what are these guys doing? They just look like they're having way too much fun.
My advice would be, if you're contemplating going to the next level, to the middle school level, would be absolutely. It's you've already established a relationship with them, and for them in a tough year going from elementary to middle school, it's so different to have that consistency from one week to the next. It's worth it for them.
And I think possibly for a lot of our mentors, they may not always recognize that they're valued, or they may not be sure they're making a difference at all. And I really think that for our boys and girls, for those mentees, I think that the rewards that they get from that relationship may not be evident each and every week, but I think that's something that adds up and that grows, and so over time it's going to have lasting effects in a positive way.
Your faithfulness in stepping forward, and that prayer partner who's praying for you behind the scenes, I'm sure God is watching over this relationship, and He desires this thing to succeed just as much as you do. So take comfort in the fact that you're not alone in this. You have the support of school staff, your director, but you also have that prayer partner, and you have God with you as well. So take comfort in that as you move forward into middle school.